Well, welcome to episode 25 of The Drive Home. We're a group of gays who go to the movies and review them on the Drive Home. We just saw Alien Romulus. And before we introduce ourselves, we should say that Michael and Todd are on special assignment along with Matt/Taco tonight. They're on board the spaceship Remus on their way to the planet, what, David?
Wagovi 3.
Wagovi 3. Perfect. I'm Jason.
I'm David.
I'm Jose.
And as we always do, we will break into the vault and read our Raw Writers.
The Raw Writers.
So we have 3, so go for it.
All right. I'll read the first one, and then I'll let Jose read the next 2. At J. Curtis says, Ooh, Activia comes in tons of flavors. My faves are mixed berry and strawberry banana. Hope my Activia keeps you pooping. And sorry you didn't like Borderlands.
Ooh, that was a stinker.
Yeah, sorry Jamie, it wasn't good, but I have faith for Freaky Friday too.
And is that coming out? Is that going directly to DVD, or is that actually coming out?
It's actually going to theaters next summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
That's going to be my birthday movie next year.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. It can't be any worse than Borderlands, I would say.
No, I don't think much is worse than Borderlands.
Well, they did use the same extras again for Planet Wagovi.
Yeah. Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
That movie stage is getting a lot of use.
It's getting a lot of use wherever that is. Okay, next comment. At Stupid Raisin says, thanks for the love, guys. No problem, at Stupid Raisins. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
I want your stupid raisin.
Stupid Raisins from a couple episodes ago uses we use all of their plugins and editing tools to help our videos look a little more magical.
True. Last but certainly not least, we have at MovieLover16 who says, love that Drive Home is on Apple Podcasts now.
Hey.
Love your vlog. Thank you, MovieLover16.
Nice.
I use Apple Podcasts too when I stream my podcast, so
I do wish that we could upload our video with it, because I feel like our thing is somewhat more visual.
They'd like to see Taco's icy stains.
Ma'am, she is not here to defend herself, so I'm going to give you a sassy look right back.
There's going to be a lot of sass tonight.
Ma'am.
Well, David, do you want to tell the folks who are not Raw Riders where they can find the Drive Home?
Yes. Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, sometimes Facebook, and Apple Podcasts, as we just heard. Did I miss any?
No, you got them all. Okay. You got them all. So if you aren't currently a Raw Rider, which is a fan of our show, do like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, and we will cue the intro.
Alright, so we saw Alien Romulus. I think it's like the 8th movie in the Alien series.
It's getting up there with Fast and Furious.
It is sci-fi horror, as you can imagine, and it is about a girl, I think her name was Rain, and she...
On Me was her last name.
Yeah, it was. Rain on Me again.
Oh, Rain on Me, yes.
Oh, boy, David.
So I'm all slow, the neurons aren't firing. Anyway, she and her friends go up to this, abandoned spacecraft because they want to get off their awful, desolate planet that they live on, only to find that this spacecraft is inhabited by xenomorphs. And that is where we will leave it, because that's all you need to know.
Well, thank you, David. Why don't we give this a rating on the count of 3? You all ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Well, as you guys can imagine, I was a thumbs up. I'm a little biased. This is one of my favorite horror series, even though I haven't seen a couple of them. But I love Alien and Aliens, and I thought this was a really good return to form. And the director, Fede Alvarez, this was like right in his wheelhouse. He's really good at movies where like 5 teenagers or around that are stuck in an enclosed space, like Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe. And I just think this, like, he's a master of building suspense and like also like grotesque, gory visuals. And that is exactly what the Alien series needs. So it checked all the boxes for me, and I thought it was a fun ride. Some nasty looking aliens, but yeah, I mean, it did its job. So I had a good time.
Good. Jose?
Yeah, again, I did not want to see this movie, so here I am.
Surprise.
Surprise. I thought it was, I mean, it was very tense the entire time. I only screamed about a half a dozen times.
It was an audible scream.
That
too.
first one, I was not expecting
scream.
that first
That
one.
got me too.
It's-
I
yeah.
like actually jumped out of my
Yeah.
chair.
But I got more scared because he screamed, right? Like,
Yeah.
actually
It added an extra layer.
Spoiler alert, within the first 5 minutes, there's a huge jump. So beware. No, but hey, listen, I love the first two, and Sigourney, I think that they really cemented her as like a movie star, and it was great. It was great. Why I didn't give it a thumbs up is, well, maybe I'll hold off, but yeah, I had some qualms or some issues with certain things, but overall it was a fun time, and yeah, you really didn't know how. I didn't expect anyone else but her to live, so but I thought for a couple times that it was going to be a different outcome, but I liked it.
Yeah. I gave it a thumb sideways for I think the same reasons, Jose. It was good and scary.
Yeah.
Lots of jumps. I mean, I jumped 6, 7, 8 times at least.
Very well timed.
Not including his scream. So yeah,
you didn't see him coming.
No,
sometimes. Yeah.
no. I mean, like scarier than movies that are slated like horror.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was way scarier. And I
Like
think I'm already in
Atlas.
a scary mood anyway because I've jumped. We were watching a scary show, Evil, before this, and I jumped 3 times during just one episode. So
Wow.
anyway, so maybe that's just the mood I'm in. But I overall enjoyed it. The story was maybe a little wonky for me. So I think that's what didn't give it the up.
So my issues with it, why I didn't give it a thumbs up. Again, they're on this mining planet, so I get it,
Yeah.
right?
You want to get off?
Yeah,
Do you want to get
I
off?
would
That's
too.
fine. But no one's gonna miss this ship just going into orbit with 6 teenagers. Like, it's not like stealing your dad's car for
That is
going
true.
on a joyride.
Yeah.
You're up into orbit. Really? Like, we're this far in the future, and you're just
Yeah,
like, hey, we're just
that's
gonna
a good
pop up
point.
here for a quick joyride. No,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I was gonna say, like, do they have residential spacecraft in the future? Like, oh, I'm gonna buy my Honda Odyssey, but I'm also gonna buy a spacecraft to launch myself up.
Maybe
into...
it's like an RV. You know, you live in it and travel.
No. Stupid.
Space RV.
So I
Look,
didn't.
have you seen Spaceballs? That
I
exists.
have seen Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It's been a
I
minute.
didn't love that. And then I guess there was just some weird things that kind of that same vibe. Why in the future do we have a Swatch iWatch? You know, like why does she have just a little bitty bippity boppity boo on her wrist? I don't get it. And then she's killing all these aliens in her Reebok high tops with the Velcro strap. I don't get it, bitch. If we're in the future, I'm not wearing a Reebok high top with a little flip flap scatty-whack. I don't know.
You heard that, Reebok.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just lost them as a sponsor.
Sorry.
I mean, I had issues with some of the characters' decisions, but
Oh,
that's
boy.
very typical of horror movies
Yeah.
to have them make dumb choices. But my gosh, do you think Kaylee Spaney is getting typecast as a really annoying heroine? Like,
Check.
Civil War, now this, she's like maddening sometimes with the choices she's making. I'm like, crouching over a corpse, and it's like, move on, girl, let's go, save yourself.
I did like Andy, the artificial being.
Yeah,
I thought he was really good.
artificial brother. I liked
Yeah.
him.
He had some good jokes.
He
Good
did have
jokes.
some
Yeah.
full of dad jokes.
Yes.
Loved his dad jokes.
What was your favorite joke, Jason?
That he was reading a book about zero gravity and he couldn't put it down.
That was a good one. Eric's one where it was like, I bought a belt, but I'm too fat. What a waste.
I think I missed that.
I found that offensive because nothing fits me right now. My button extenders are back in use. I can't help it.
Yeah, he had some good jokes.
Yeah, he did. Good jokes. Love dad jokes.
I thought the visuals were great.
The
They did
production design and I think it was a lot of practical effects. The movie looked really good.
the puppetry or whatever
Yes.
those aliens were. Boy, those have come a long way since
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
They look a little cheesy in the original, but they were grotesque in this one.
disgusting, but still looked
Yeah,
like the Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
It's just
I agree. They did
Yeah.
a really good job of
Yeah.
keeping it, they didn't modernize it so much that
exactly.
you...
Yeah, the creature design looked really good, and there were a couple of scenes that I just feel like I had never seen in a sci-fi movie. We're in 2024. There's 100 years plus of film. Like the scene where they're in zero gravity, flying through the acid blood.
Yes.
Like that was a really cool scene
Yeah,
that just
stressful.
was like very suspenseful, stressful. And like that's why I go to the movies. Like that was something very cool that I had not seen on the big screen before. So good job to the crew there.
And I mean, that last monster, yeesh.
Oh my God, I think we found a new mother.
Big payoff there. Big payoff there.
he was.
with the-
He reminded me very much of like. I know you guys don't play video games, but Matt would know. Resident Evil. It very
I saw
much
those
reminded
movies.
me of like Resident Evil 4 was my favorite one of all of them, and he looked very much like one of the bad guys in that.
I mean,
the final alien.
he
It
was
freaky.
Ugly.
Yeah.
He was tall though. I could be him for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Just
I'd get a lot of drinks
latex.
bought for me.
Yeah.
Would you?
You have to suckle it from their
It'd
zipples.
be like the year that I dressed up as the nun, and literally no bartender would take my order. So
Yeah, overall, that was a solid movie.
yeah,
No complaints. Kept me awake and certainly jumpy.
good job, Disney. They acquired this property too when they bought 20th Century Fox.
That was Disney then?
Yeah.
Oh,
So this was a Disney movie, guys.
Right.
Move over, Aladdin.
Yeah, move over, Mickey
Disney's-
Mouse.
Disney's getting
Mama
dark.
Xenomorph is in the house.
AMC experience?
It was great until did everyone else that came to the show get a different time posted on their Fandango app or AMC app?
Their movie phone?
There was like 10 or more people that walked in like after the
Staggered.
movie started and staggered. I
yeah.
was like, what? Did they get a 8:45 or 9 o'clock showtime?
It was surprisingly full for a fairly late movie and middle of the week, early week kind of
Yeah.
situation. So yeah, it shows it's still pretty popular, and I think it's done well in the box office, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, do we want to talk about your fight?
I didn't get into a fight. It's
That's
just
not what I saw.
the folks in front of us
Oh my gosh.
came in late, which whatever. I don't
They were
care.
one of the 10 groups that came in late.
They took a while to find their seat. Well, whatever. But then he got on his phone, which isn't annoying. And
Oh, boy.
he was sitting at the green light. Jerk.
Fight number 2.
Anyway, and just kind of was messing around on his phone. Then he got up, took a phone call,
Oh yeah.
and then his phone rang. And then his wife or lover, he had 2 lovers, I think. Their phones rang with the lights flashing. So
Yeah,
it was delightful.
like his sound was on full blast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they had the light feature.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
So then what did you proceed to do when the second phone rang with lights?
I just turned on my flashlight so that they could see a little better.
Can we give a verbatim of what you said to the folks in front of you with your light?
Yeah, what did you say?
What did I say? I don't remember.
my
Go
gosh.
for it.
Y'all,
Do you
here we
remember?
go. Reenactment.
Okay.
Actor portrayal.
Here, I'll pull my phone out.
Yeah.
He's got his phone up.
Yeah.
I'll turn up
Oh, yeah.
full brightness. I'll be the people
Yeah.
in front of us.
Ready? Is that better? Is that better? How about that?
I did say that, yeah.
How about that?
You know what? Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Now my phone light isn't turning off. So
Grandpa.
so that was fun.
But other than that, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a few phone calls. And
Loved the sound. So Theater
Yes,
11,
Theater 11.
Yeah.
Auditorium 11, good to
Yeah.
go.
But I'd like AMC to know that I chose the slightly later showtime because the previous one I booked was in Auditorium 14, and I was not about to have my Alien Romulus experience messed up by some audio issues.
Get it, David. You stick it to the man.
yeah.
You tell him.
You know those folks at AMC are watching and listening.
Yes. And one more thought about that movie.
Okay.
I'm really glad that I don't like women because there was a lot of imagery in that movie that was absolutely repulsive.
It's the miracle of childbirth.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they depicted the miracle of childbirth in that
Well,
movie was...
I mean, she was birthing an alien, so.
I mean, but even before that, there was imagery that was just, I was like,
It's
wow.
too much for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Turned you
maybe-
gay?
It did.
Alien turned me gay, guys. So,
Well, we should thank our sponsor. It's the makers of Spray and Wash. They saw that Matt had severely stained his white shirt, and they feel like Spray and Wash is a quick and easy solution to Slurpee messes.
we'll have to give it a try when Taco is back with us for our next episode. I will conduct a spill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Have him wear a
he's
white
gonna
t-shirt
punch you
next
in your
week.
face.
Yeah, he'll be so
He's gonna
mad.
punch you in your face.
There'll be a real fight.
Yeah, seriously, and I'm not gonna stop it.
Listen, I love Spray and Wash, so I'm all about it.
Gonna
I feel
have-
like it takes everything out.
Send me some free samples. I can use them on...
Did that stain come out, or do you know?
I actually don't know. He
haven't
was doing
done one.
It's
laundry.
probably not
He was
bad.
doing laundry this past week, so I'll do a follow-up.
Yeah, report back.
All right, we'll be waiting.
Well, thanks to Spray and Wash, gets all your Slurpee stains out. Well, we're home.
Well, who's gonna sing us out? Since Taco's on Wagovi 3.
I'm actually getting a message from him aboard the spacecraft Remus right now. They're almost to Wagovi 3, but
boy.
he wants to sing us out.
Okay.
Well,
So
should we bow our heads?
Let's bow our heads and
Probably.
beam him in.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. We're higher than a motherfucker.
Like and subscribe.